Hi seniors, class of 2020. I just want to thank you all for a great year. I wish you the best of luck as you enter a new phase in your lives. Remember that you're pioneers and we're hardworking individuals. We're passionate and we don't quit. And remember that the sky's the limit. I wish you all the best of luck and remember to always remember where you come from and remember once a pioneer, always a pioneer.
Hi, class of 2020. You are the most amazing. You were my last group of kids in the classroom, and it's been so exciting to see you grow. You can do anything you want to do, anything you set your mind to. And as always, I'm here for you. Please reach out and let me know how you're doing.
It's on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, class of 2020. I'm really proud of you guys. Congratulations. And I hope that, well, first of all, I wish all of you the best going forward. You've been a great bunch of students. I think you all will find great success going forward. Just have a clear vision and focus, and you'll do great things. Again, congrats, guys.
So show me what I'm looking for. Save me, I'm lost. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for you. I'll pay any cost. Save me from being confused. Show me what I'm looking for. Show me what I'm looking for.
by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Greetings to all my seniors from George Rogers Clark. Your spring semester has certainly been memorable. I'm so proud of the way you've persevered through all the challenges this crisis has brought forth. From full-time e-learning to the cancellation of prom and traditional celebrations, to many of you having to personally deal with the COVID-19 crisis, you have proven to yourself and the greater Hammond community that you are resilient, amazing, and of high character. It is still my sincere hope that we can celebrate your successes in a traditional face-to-face ceremony. But even if we can't anytime soon, don't let that diminish your sense of pride in all that you've accomplished during high school. The resiliency you've demonstrated over the past 3 months will be a key for you to be successful in life. As the challenges of life present themselves, remember this time that you became adaptable, flexible, did without, and ultimately still succeeded. If you continue to demonstrate these qualities as you go through life, you will find yourself ready and able to deal with any situation. As you begin to experience success, don't forget what this quarantine has reminded us. People and relationships are what's most important. They bring true joy and fulfillment. Financial freedom or money and professional success are worthwhile endeavors, but if they become more important than your family and friends, you will find the rewards do not outweigh the costs. So go and achieve great things, but don't forsake those you love in your pursuits. I sincerely wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors. You have proven that no matter the challenge, you are more than capable. Go let the world know that kids from Hammond, Indiana have what it takes to win. Congratulations, class of 2020. Love you and God bless.
Greetings. My name is Miss Mamala and I'm the president of the Hammond Board of School Trustees. I'm here today to congratulate our graduates of the 2020 class. With you graduating, I'm so very, very proud of all of you. You have made such a difference this year. And I know we have been in this sensitive time, but you are going to graduate. Your new pathway to success, you're going to be very successful. We are so proud of you, so proud of what your accomplishments are going to be. This class is going to be the class that's going to go down in this sensitive time in history, because we have all pulled together and come together as a strong School City of Hammond family. I also want to send out a shout out to all my dance students at the Hammond Academy of Performing Arts. You have done such a remarkable job, and I was so happy that I could spend time with you every day in teaching dance and for you to protect your craft. So, in closing, I want you to rock it I want you to be the very best, and I want you to always know that I am here for you, we are here for you. The School City of Hammond is here for you because we are a family. So get out there and do it, and good luck. Love you.
To our distinguished 2020 high school graduates, Morton Governors, Hammond Wildcats, Gavitt Gladiators, and Clark Pioneers, I am so honored to congratulate each of you for your tenacity in chasing excellence, especially during this chaotic times of COVID-19. You are the epitome of true success. My message is clear. Allow Him to order your steps, steps of wisdom, love, peace, and joy towards mankind and yourself. In the words of the late Tupac Shakur, the greatest loss is what dies inside of you while still alive. And finally, to my kings and queens, chase excellence. You are winners, you are victorious. Congratulations and thanks.
Good evening, class of 2020 and families. I am School Board Trustee Manny Candelaria. Tonight we celebrate and congratulate you all. You've made it. Estamos orgullosos de ti. Los asistes excelente.
Hello, my name is John Zolno. I am the newest trustee on your school board. I would like to congratulate the class of 2020. This is my first graduation ceremony, but instead of handing out diplomas, I am speaking to you via video due to the COVID-19 pandemic. These have been extraordinary times, and you've stepped up to the challenge, both scholastically and socially. For that, I admire you, and I thank you for working so hard during these trying times. I would also like to thank our teachers and parents for the outstanding work they have done with our children. Again, congratulations, and I wish you continued success as you pursue your future endeavors wherever they may take you. Thank you.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We are so very proud of you. And if no one has told you yet, I want to tell you, you are worth it and you've got what it takes. You have the ability to go out and change the world, and today is just the beginning of the next great adventure in your life. To every parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, cousin, sibling, counselor, teacher, coach, food service hero, bus driver, and Sunday school teacher, just to name a few. What you do matters, and the investment you've made in the lives of these young people and so many others is so greatly appreciated. Today, we all come together to congratulate you, class of 2020.
Good evening. Welcome parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, other family, and friends to Clark High School's 85th commencement ceremony. This is a night that we all have been patiently waiting for. I know we were all hoping to be able to hold a traditional graduation ceremony, and I know our seniors are hurting inside, and you know what? You have every right to be. The last 8 weeks of your senior year is a time to celebrate and enjoy the end of the year events. However, deep down inside, I know you understand why it has to be this way. We must all do our part individually to keep our community safe, our families safe, and do what is right to help the doctors, nurses, and other first responders. Seniors, I am truly honored to have served as your principal. I have known many of you since 6th grade. It has been an honor to watch you grow and mature into fine young men and women. You worked so hard throughout these years for your future and to give yourself an opportunity in the game of life. Class of 2020, I know you are prepared. Just know nothing can stop you if you work hard and believe in yourself. As you move forward, I ask that you have a mindset of abundance and dream big. Class of 2020, we will always remember you and we love you. Remember, once a pioneer, always a pioneer.
Good evening. I would like to welcome our distinguished guests, school board members, beloved administration and teachers, family, friends, and each and every one of you to Clark's 85th commencement ceremony and its very first virtual graduation. While no one could have predicted that a pandemic would force us to have a virtual graduation, making us abandon our traditional graduation ceremony, including walking across the stage in our blue and white cap and gowns, we must not allow frustration or disappointment to creep in. You see, tonight, 162 of our strongest, most determined, hard-working, never say never, do or die, proudest seniors in the whole school city of Hammond District are graduating from George Rogers Clark High School. This pandemic may have stolen our last few months of high school together, but it cannot erase the 7 years in which we've grown to a family here at Clark. We've established a bond, encouraged our peers to greatness, and created many wonderful memories throughout these hallways. As Senator Orrin Hatch once said, graduation is not the end, it is the beginning. As we move forward in our lives and find ourselves going to different directions, some far away and some closer to home, let us not despair. We are here to celebrate this unforgettable benchmark of achievement, this time period of our lives in which we somehow amazingly transformed from kids to learners to young adults with the help, support, and love we received from all of you. We will miss our support team here at Clark. The role you play in our lives has been highlighted, capitalized, and placed in italics as we face the last months of our high school career in quarantine. Our family and friends have supported us with unfailing love and commitment and even held our hands through this unexpected terrain. But like true pioneers, we have managed to forge a path through the unknown and come out victors on the other side. I would like to say congratulations to the George Rogers Clark Class of 2020. We are not only leaving behind our legacy, but we are also leaving behind remarkable memories. Let us continue our life's journey with pioneer pride, never forgetting to live with confidence, tolerance, and love. Now, without further ado, let's begin the ceremony. And once again, congratulations to the Class of 2020. We made it. Welcome to our new beginning.
Dear parents, from the moment of our birth, you have been our greatest support. It is because of you that we, the Class of 2020, are able to be here today. Your desire for our success motivated you to provide a loving home, work long hours, and take care of us when we could not take care of ourselves. And yet, your love went unnoticed. You worried about us when we were sick, called off work to take us to the doctor, paid extra money to get us things we wanted, and grounded us when we broke the rules. And again, went unnoticed. You shaped us, pushed and pulled with us, and transformed us, much like a potter does clay, into a person that has self-confidence and a zest for life. And your hard work went unnoticed. But not tonight. Tonight, we, the Class of 2020, salute you and thank you for everything you've done for us. Everyone has a moment in their lives when all our questions crystallize into a shining answer. Being sequestered with our families during this pandemic has helped me to understand how much our parents have sacrificed for me. I want to give a huge thanks to my mom and all the mamas represented today who motivate us to live up to our potential, support us, and more importantly, have been patient with us. Some of us, myself included, really tested that patience. Thank you to our fathers who gave us the endless amount of love that we need to prepare us for the real world. Also, a huge thanks to all the older siblings and siblings because they influence our daily decision-making, mentor us, and help us cope with life. The American novelist Chuck Palahniuk once said, "First your parents, they give you your life, then they try to give you their life." Thank you for instilling so much of yourselves into us. We humbly receive your gift and try to live our lives in a way that will not make you regret that sacrifice. Tonight, we, the Class of 2020, says thank you, parents, and we love you.
Teachers encourage minds to think, hands to create, and hearts to love. I stumbled across this very saying on Instagram as I entered my final year as a student at George Rogers Clark. Now that we are done with what has been some of the greatest years of our lives, it's time to use the tools that the men and women who work hard day in and day out in this building have provided for us. In 11th grade, Uncle O'Rourke truly changed the way I thought of school. He asked the class what we think the end goal of all the time we spent together was. Everyone responded, to be as intelligent as you. He then would go on to shake his head and slap his own wrist as he would do to us when we made a mistake. He went on to say that the teacher's duty is to fill you with as much knowledge as they can while we have you for a 50-minute time period in hopes that we walk out of the door every day with more intelligence than we had previously. We know your salary does not match your effort. And prior to the pandemic, how underappreciated the teaching community is as a whole nationwide. Never forget how much we appreciate what you have done for us, though. Thank you for impacting our lives in numerous ways and making sure that we are on the right path to change our lives and the world. You have all paved the way for us from the moment we nervously walked in on the first day of 6th grade, all the way up until this very moment. You have all taught us strength in that no matter what is going on, there is still work that needs to be done and more knowledge to be obtained. Learning never stops. We learn numerous types of information every day from you, the teachers, while I'm sure you all learn some important, some useless information from we, the students, as well. To all the staff here at George Rogers Clark, none of this would have been as memorable without you. From the amazing coaches to the loving people who have an open door to their office for us daily, we appreciate you all. I would like to specifically thank some certain heroes along our journey. Thank you, Ms. Joyner and Ms. Sloan, for always providing for us and coming up with amazing ideas for our senior class. Even when we made it tough by not showing up to meetings, you guys still managed to march on and give us memorable events the way and we love you both for that forever. Thank you, Mrs. Emily, for making sure we are all acting the way we should and fighting our fights, while at the same time fighting the fight you face daily. Ms. Boblik, thank you for everything you do, for always coming back for us. With all that is going on in your life outside of school, you never forget us and you have never forgotten my family. We're all in your corner and we love you. To the deans, thank you for always protecting us and making sure school is a safe place to come into every day. I am confident the new school runs smoothly under your supervision. You all deserve to have that opportunity more than anybody I know. Although our time together was cut short, we have built relationships that will last a lifetime. Whether it's me coming into school and greeting Uncle O'Rourke with a big hug and doing announcements, or whether it's the countless experiences that we would embark on daily with the best personalities in the school city of Hammond, saying goodbye is such a tough thing to do. So I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm going to just say thank you. I love you. The class of 2020 loves you, and we will see you all again someday. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, teachers, peers, family and friends, and the graduating class of 2020. First and foremost, I'd like to thank all those who have supported us throughout the many years and those who will continue to support us as we venture onto the path towards success and happiness beyond high school. Furthermore, I would like to personally thank all the people who have supported me and ultimately helped me accomplish this feat of becoming salutatorian, as well as becoming the person I am today. The number of people that have supported me and shown me love through my journey in high school would take too long to list everyone, but I appreciate you all equally. From my parents and siblings to my aunts and uncles, cousins, close friends, teammates, and the school staff have all impacted me positively in a multitude of ways with their support and wisdom. The two people who deserve the recognition in terms of who have been the most influential and supportive people in my life are my parents. I have remnants of memories since I was in kindergarten where my parents have always motivated me to do well in school and kept me motivated with gratitude and little blue shark gummies. Ever since then, both my mom and my dad have been there with me throughout every little accomplishment and huge milestones by my side, not only praising me, but also telling me not to be too satisfied because there are bigger goals yet to be accomplished. My mom has always taught me the importance of affection and gratefulness, whilst my dad has taught me diligence, which not only did they guide me to embody these characteristics, but they also represented these traits themselves, which inspired me even more to become the person I am today. I do believe that my discipline, gratitude, and diligence is what helped me excel through high school rather than just intelligence. Additionally, I would also like to thank those who made high school more enjoyable because they are the people who gave me more of a reason to look forward to coming to school, aside from just going to school just to learn. First of all, the teachers and admin who were more than just solely educators, but also people who have cared for me and always wanted the best for me and made school a better place to be at. Also, I can't forget the soccer team, which became my second family, including both my teammates and my coaches. There was never a time I wasn't laughing or smiling when I was with them, unless we were running laps, of course. But even then, I would be forever grateful for the impact they made on me and the memories I created with them. Finally, the entire class of 2020, because without any of my peers, none of this would have been possible. You've always shown support, and there isn't a single person in our class who I'm not thankful for. Last but not least, my close friends, the people that have stood by me since the 6th grade, and the ones that I have sat with at lunch every single day of every year. They were always the main people that kept me motivated to come to school every day because they always kept me laughing, as well as motivating me to become a better version of myself academically. All these people shaped the person who I am today and also helped me come to school every day motivated to do the best I can. Lastly, I would also like to talk about the very clear but still obscure situation we're going through with this pandemic going on. I won't be giving much advice because I'm in no position to be giving words of wisdom, but I hope I can give a couple of words of motivation and sentiment during this time of quarantine. Many of us might be frustrated and saddened over missed opportunities or milestones being reached because of COVID-19, and I believe it's okay to be upset and annoyed from all this going on because all of us were looking forward to many things that were taken from us because of the pandemic. What I learned from this happening is that we shouldn't be too fixated on what we missed out on, but we should be focused on what's next for us. I believe we should all be resilient and work towards the next big milestone or even knock off our small goals while we have the time to ourselves during quarantine, which would ultimately help us become better versions of ourselves. Despite the unpredictable nature of the future, this global pandemic in a way has prepared us seniors for the future. It taught us that we have to adapt and overcome this new obstacle, just like how many of us will have to adjust to the new paths we will take after graduation. Whether our paths will consist of going to college, trade school, the military, a new job, sports, or moving to a new city. I wish success towards all our future endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2020, we did it.
Good evening, class of 2020. I've pictured this day since I was in 2nd grade, when I first learned what a valedictorian was. I was butting into my older brother's conversation, as that is my job as the youngest, and heard them talking about class ranks and valedictorians. My brothers would give me a hard time, telling me I'd never make it past them, teasing me as brothers are supposed to do. I bet them I could. They were the driving force that made me work as hard as I have. Their attitude has changed slightly over the years, especially now, but all I can say is, I told you so. Since that day, I've worked relentlessly, spending long nights reading books I didn't understand, working on equations that I couldn't solve, and eventually quitting and watching what was ever on Netflix that month, because at the end of the day, I'm still human. I'd like to thank every teacher, coach, and mentor I've come across in my life. Thank you for teaching me that the most important lessons do not lie in the equations or in the text, but inside my heart and out in the world and the hearts of others. Thank you for teaching me that worth is not valued by the quality you produced, but by the tenacity and grit you used to produce it. To my family, thank you for showing up to every game, driving me to practices and competitions, and always pushing me to do better. To my friends, thank you for believing in me when I couldn't believe in myself, and thank you for making school more than just a place to sit down and learn. To Jason, thank you for having all these traits and more. You've been by my side forever, and you've always fought in my corner. From putting that kid who tried to hug me in a chokehold in kindergarten to being my biggest supporter today, you've made my experience more than I could have ever hoped for. This journey has shown me that intelligence is not predetermined, and the goal throughout life is to not be a final product. We should live our lives as constant rough drafts, looking to revise until we get it right. High school has taught us how to learn, and the learning will never stop, like it or not. I encourage you all to go out and learn as much as you can. Take risks. Try to fly and fall flat on your face because it was a stupid idea. Keep having stupid ideas. Learn from them and turn them into refined realities. Go out and make the world a better one than we were given. I try to believe that everything happens for a reason. If this year has taught me anything, it's that the things that you experience in life shape you into who you are supposed to become. And if you survive those experiences, you'll come out stronger than you could have ever given yourself credit for. Go show the world how strong you can be. No matter what or where you are or what you're facing, we'll always be in your corner. Once a pioneer, always a pioneer. Thank you.
Superintendent Miller and the Board of Trustees, after a thorough review of all educational transcripts and graduation standards by myself, administration, and guidance department, I certify and present to you these candidates for graduation. I ask that you please accept our recommendation.
On behalf of the Board of School Trustees, we accept the class of 2020.
Good evening, Pioneers and Pioneer family and friends. I'm Mr. Borsitz, Dean of Students at George Rogers Clark. When I think about what it takes for a student to be an exceptional student, a few characteristics come to mind. Love of learning, passion for knowledge, an intrinsic hunger to develop and grow. Our top 10 students at George Rogers Clark embody that and much more, and it is truly an honor to announce them this evening. Number 10, Anna Zandi. Number 9, Jesus Godoy. Number 8, Adrian Villacana. Number 7, Patrick Sabatis. Number 6, Eric Delgado. Number 5, Jasmine Ramirez. Number 4, Adriana Gayton. Number 3, Hannah Denny's. Our salutatorian is Rafael Maciel, and our valedictorian for the class of 2020 is Jenna Tapper. Congratulations to our top 10 seniors at George Rogers Clark. I also have a special announcement this evening, and I think it follows the characteristics that I mentioned earlier about an intrinsic hunger to develop and grow, and a love and passion for learning and knowledge. On behalf of the Whiting Lions, I would like to announce Hannah Denny's as the recipient of the 8th Annual Whiting Lions Community Service Scholarship. The scholarship is awarded to an applicant who shows superior academic achievement as well as dedication towards serving her community. Hannah will receive the scholarship to help pay for books and other expenses during her freshman year of college. Congratulations, Hannah.
Jenna Tapper. Rafael Maciel. Hannah Denny's. Adriana C. Guyton. Jasmine Ramirez. Eric Delgado. Patrick M. Sabatis. Adrian Villicana. Jesus Godoy. Anna Therese Zandy. Enrique Abarca. Claudia Aguilar. Joab Alarcon Aguilar. Calvin Klein Ailman. Aiden Alvarado. Isabel Natalia Alvarez. Iris Ariza. Amira Baker. David Barajas. Sonia Barron. Haley India Barthélemy. Caleb Noe Becerra. Zachary Beck. Deani A. Berger. Deja Amori Blanton. Jake Bonilla. Jeremy Patrick Boyer. Kayla Bradford. Xavier Matthew Burks. Adric Arnold Campos. Gabriel Carrillo. Maria Inez Castillo. Michael Andrew Castillo, Julio Cesar Chavarria, Jocelyn Jalisa Clay, Zarius Avion Coleman, Crystal Adriana Cordone, Maria Isabel Cornejo Ragosa, Sulema Isabel Corral, Antonio Corral, Angelina H. Cruz, Teron Lavelle Cummings Jr., Savannah Tchaikovsky, Clyde De La Rosa, Brian De La Rosa, Veronica De Leon, Javier Delgado, Alexandria Marie Diaz, Daniel Diego, Maya Yasmin Ducker, Erica Echevarria, Alondra Jacqueline Estrada, Marcos Cornelio Figueroa, Amy Flores, Ashley Flores, Matthew J. Freedy, Christian Angel Gomez, Soleil Guadalupe Garabito, Matthew Garabito, Andrea Garcia, Joanna Garcia, Elizabeth Gomez, Victoria Gonzalez, Anthony Gonzalez, Anthony Jordan Gonzalez Alvarez, Brian Guaman, Miriam Jasmine Guaman, Irvin William Gutierrez, Samantha Hancock, Quinaya L. Hardaway Foster, Brashan Nicholas Heads, Jeffrey Scott Helmick, Lizette Aliana Hernandez, Jacob Michael Palick Horvath, Yasmin Adriana Huerta, Luis Luciano Huerta. Ashantania Isaac. Andrew Jedrzejewski. Arnaldo Jimenez. Marcel Tyrell Johnson. Ariana Jones. John Joseph Keene. Michael Dean Kibler III. Frank E. Kuntz. Andres Larios. L'Oreal K. Lesniewski. Brianna Kayla Lewis. Sandra Limones. Dakota Tyrese Lofton. Jason Loggins. Giovanni Lopez. Ricardo Lozano. Elena Lubiano.
Manuel de Jesus Magallanes. Jose Luis Magallanes. Vanessa Victoria Marquez. Angela Martinez. Mariana Isabel Martinez. Marcole D. McKinney, Jr. Marco A. Medina. Felipe Melgoza. Valeria Mendoza. Michael Meyer, Jr. Goretti Miranda. Joel Anthony Montero. Melanie Moreno. Alexandra Yarick Mosqueda. Eric Mora Rosales. Jamie Moya. Brian Munoz. Patricia Munoz. Tun Q Win. Jade Nunez. Nicholas Euler. Hector Orduna. Leonardo Ernesto Orduna. Kimberly Juliana Ornelas Correno. Elise Celia Ortiz. Jose Carmelo Ferdinand Ortiz, Nicholas Pagan, Taylin Mia Patterson, Taisha Patterson, Deja Liana Perez, Giovanni Pinto, Giano Quasim, Mariah Amori Quiones, Gregory Diaz Ramos, Erica Rangel, George William Rangel, Alexandra Reyes Rapizo, Amilcar Rivera, Naya M. Robinson Stewart, Adrian A. Rocha, Fatima Rodriguez, Itzel Rodriguez, George Manuel Rodriguez, Christian Ruiz, Daniel Ruiz, Asia W. Sagan, Giovanni Sanchez, Jonathan Sanchez, Mary V. Sanchez, Esther Serna Belen, Joel Silva, Carl Hashim Street, Mackenzie Michael Sullivan, Fatima Tapia Perez, Jason Eugene Tapper, Jason Taylor, Jawan Taylor, Jaime Torres, Michaela Katera Underwood, Jonathan Uvaye, Adrian Vargas, Santino J. Vargas, Ashanti Denasia Vaughn, Natalia Vega, Fernando Villanueva, Elijah K. Walls, Gabriel Antonio White, Haley Lynn White, Valerie Christine Whitehead. Louis M. Williams. Richard Whitonic. Fortune Casanova Woods. Araceli Yanez. Destiny M. Zamat.
Hi everyone, this evening marks a big accomplishment in all of our lives thus far. This is what senior year has led up to, graduation. I know this isn't the ideal scenario, but we have worked hard for this diploma, so don't let these circumstances affect this day. This is not a time to think about what we missed out on, but instead, it is something that deserves celebration. This all didn't happen overnight though. It took years of dedication, late nights, and 720 days of classroom time to earn this. We didn't all have the same high school experience, but there are many things we all had to do or went through to get us to this point. I know that at some point in our high school careers, we waited to turn in an assignment until that 11:59 mark. We also had to have conversations with our teachers, asking them about our grades. We all would feel that sense of accomplishment when we had an idea of a drawing we thought wasn't great, but Mr. Pegg reassured us with his signature, "Let's go," followed with a fist bump. We had to make some pretty tough choices too when picking our classes for the next year, especially when we wanted to try a new experience by going to ACC for half a day. The classes we took and the habits we've developed helped us to figure out what we want to learn to focus the rest of our lives on and make a career out of. Sports were also huge in our years here at Clark. Homecoming was an event that everyone celebrated, whether we went to the game, participated in Spirit Week, decorated the hallway, or screamed as loud as we could at the pep rally. Being in a sport, though, was always a memorable season for any athlete. The pregame rituals, the team bonding, singing the school song after a hard-earned win, and the adrenaline rush during point-for-point games is what we lived for. Being a high school athlete was what gave a lot of us that motivation to do better in school, or change our lifestyles to get better at the sport we loved. Some of us even are getting full rides to college for it, which is remarkable. These are the memories we'll always have when we think back on the sports we put our hearts into. This is what will make some of us professional athletes one day. Clubs define who we are and what we love. For the students who loved art, helping the community, or just playing a game of chess, we followed our passions. The community service projects we did in NHS, such as the food drive, were always educational in their own way. For the clubs that involved our hobbies, that was a fun way to express ourselves and even make lifelong friends. These clubs and group of people are what made us decide to follow our dreams and pursue our favorite hobbies for life. Making friends is something we did every year. We start off the year with classes full of people we never really knew, but by the end of the semester, they were the people we relied to share our problems with or maybe get answers for an assignment from. We learned all about the value of trusting each other at Natural Helpers, a retreat like no other. It was a place to take down our barriers and learn that it's okay to go through hard times because you'll always have someone to help you through it. These friends we've made through all of our retreats, classes, clubs, sports, and CTE programs became family. I can't speak for all of us by saying we had a great experience here at Clark. But what I can tell you is that we all have at least one thing we could say we loved and are happy we took part in. I'm proud of our class and how far we've come. This is a bittersweet day, but in the end, this is the day we realized we're heading into the real world. It's something that we knew was coming, but it's still something we can't believe is happening. The class of 2020 is strong no matter what our circumstances are. We got through these 4 years together, and it's something we'll never forget. Congratulations to us, the class of 2020.
Hello, class of 2020. I'm Governor Eric Holcomb. I don't have to tell you, this year hasn't been typical. You've lived it. You've been working toward this day for years, and you were looking forward to graduation ceremonies that look a lot different. But I'm proud, and you should be too, of the way you've adapted and met the challenges COVID-19 has thrown our way. And your accomplishments and hard work deserve to be recognized. If you're looking for a word of advice, remember what Lincoln said. Whatever you are, be a good one. You have unique abilities, and wherever your future takes you, hopefully here in Indiana, I know you'll put them to use, and your hard work will pay off. As you continue your education, or join the military, or step into the career you've chosen, I'm confident you'll make Indiana and our world a better place. Congrats, grads.
Hello, Pioneer family. Before you move your tassels, I need you to know how incredibly amazing you are. You sent me off this year with the same love and care I have poured into you for so long. For some of you seniors, that's been 7 years. We have shared so many joys, pains, so many successes and failures. They have all made us grow so much together, and we will be forever linked. You are my seniors. You are fabulous. Please don't forget that we are all still pioneers. Reach out, stay in touch, and like Verta says, go fight, win. I love you.
Good evening, students, family, friends, and attendees. As Dean of Students, for as long as I can remember, during graduation ceremonies, the speakers would always say to graduates, they will always be remembered. But this graduating class of 2020 will truly embody that sentiment. But just as unique as the school year ended, you will go out and have your own unique impacts on society. We are here because you all showed grit by forging through these unprecedented times. You showed determination by rising above every obstacle that was thrown your way. I am proud to say, Class of 2020 has shown laser vision focus and met the COVID challenge. We now celebrate you as graduates. But first, let me remind you, once a pioneer, always a pioneer. You may turn your tassels from left to right in honor of your graduation accomplishment. I would now like to celebrate the graduating class of George Rogers Clark 85th graduation ceremony of 2020.